Hey, welcome to the show. Today on the show, we're going to be drawing an easy cheesy starfish. All right, stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to the show. Today on the show, we're going to be drawing an easy cheesy starfish. Now, when we draw different things, I used to work in the video game business, and we would always do a lot of sketches. And one thing we always did is we would use a very light pencil just to do some very, basic shapes to try to get the size of whatever we're going to be drawing. So for today, I kind of want to do a quick outline of how big I want my starfish. And so I kind of want my starfish to be kind of like in this general area right here. Now, by using a pencil, you can easily erase the pencil marks. So it's very hard for you to see this on the video right now, so don't worry about that. Draw a star, and I'm going to, maybe I'll draw that just a little bit darker for you than what I would normally do that. So this is a triangle right here, and then I would kind of go in here. All right, kind of go here, and then back down, okay? Now this is just a basic shape of what I want my starfish to look like. So then I'm going to go in there and start just making some little lines like this, kind of shaping the lines how I want my starfish to look like. A starfish, this cartoon starfish that I'll be drawing will have 5 sides. All right. So you'll see that I'm just making little lines like that, and I'm shaping everything. And it's okay if you make mistakes. All right. So I might want my head to be just, this is going to be the head of my starfish. So I might want to have that be just a little bit bigger. All right, the top of that. So you can see my lines are all over the place. But remember, I can go in there and I can erase some of those lines later on. It's so easy to erase that. So I'm just kind of looking at my basic shape right now. Then what you can do, and later on what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to erase some of those lines, but don't worry about that. We're going to do that a little bit later. But right now, you can take a crayon and do this. I am going to be taking a black permanent marker, and I'm going to trace around. Now, using a permanent marker, I'm not going to be able to erase. And if I mess up, then we'll work with it. So that's called a happy mistake. So I'm going to start to outline my starfish. I love drawing, and I'm getting better all the time with more practice. And I find myself just creating new things all the time. And like I said, it's okay to make mistakes, because a lot of artists make so many mistakes and you will never know it because they can cover up the mistakes. So here's our basic shape of the starfish. Okay, yours might look different, and that's okay. And if I had a whole room of students right now, like 20 students, there's going to be so many different types of starfish, and it's going to look cool because each one has a different personality. So right now I'm going to go ahead and erase any pencil marks that I have. Okay. Clean up the pencil marks, clean up the pencil marks. And what I want to do is on my starfish right here, I kind of want to give it a belt. I think that's going to be kind of cool. So I'm going to put a circle right here. Okay. And I'm going to bring a line all the way to the top side there, and another line all the way to the side there, and another line that goes all the way here, and another line right there. You're saying, hey, I've never seen a starfish with a belt. Well, this is a super starfish. So, and then I'm going to sketch a star right in the middle. And once again, I am just going to just kind of outline it a little bit, and I'm going to come back with my marker and I'm going to put more detail. Now I'm going to draw some cartoon eyes, and I'm going to draw my cartoon eyes kind of big. The shape of your eyes can be any size. I really like making cartoon eyes right here. And then I'm going to make a smile, just like that. And this smile here I'm going to bring up just a little bit higher. And then here I'm going to come down and then connect the smile just like that. And then I'm going to put some teeth in there like that. Just bring some lines down like that. Bring lines down. And the mouth on your starfish can be totally different. And then I'm going to bring a line all the way to the side there. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my permanent marker. I'm going to highlight this. Just like that. I love those cartoon eyes. Take a look when you are searching different drawings on how artists will draw their eyes, because that's one of the first thing you'll look at when you look at a picture. Is you always look at somebody's eyes. So I would suggest that what I like to do is I would draw like 10 circles on your paper and just come up with different sets of eyes. For example, I'm kind of switching back here, but let's say just draw a whole bunch of circles sometime on a piece of paper like this. All right, and draw different eyes. Have them spaced apart, have them oval, just draw different eyes. And then you can go in and start putting the pupils in different directions. You can put eyelids like this. The pupils kind of looks a little sleepy here. All right, maybe the pupils are looking down or to the side. You can put eyelashes. So, kind of have fun making emojis and different expressions. And even the shape of your eyebrow can make it like change the mood of your character. So these are going in, this one kind of going out. Maybe he looks a little worried here, and this one looks a little bit more upset, and this one looks a little tired. All right, so, and you can even make a little curve with the mouse. So experiment, and always keep, I like to have a drawing journal, and always keep every single thing that you draw in your drawing journal, because you're going to go back and you're going to say, I like that. I might try to improve something like that. All right, let's get back to our starfish here. Okay, let's finish the teeth here. All right, highlight that. And if you want to use crayons to highlight this, that's a nice option. I love using crayons for coloring. And I'm going to finish my belt here. This is Super Starfish to the rescue. All right. Draw this little star here. You can barely see it. And I'm just going to fill that in there. All right. That looks like a cool starfish. All right, I'm going to get my crayon set here. Just picked this up at the store. I like the 64 count crayons from Crayola. They offer a lot of cool different, and take a look at the eyes. See, take a look at every drawing that you see and take a look at those eyes and the pupils and the directions and the emotion that these characters are giving. But back to these crayons, I like the 64 Crayola set. Gives a lot of cool colors. We're going to go with some purple here. And let me see here, what else? Let me get a little bit darker purple. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to draw a line that goes all the way right about there. draw another line that goes from here to there. And I'm using a darker color. So whatever you're using, if you're using greens or oranges, use a darker color right now. Come in here, draw that line. Another line here. Another line here. Okay. Now we're going to be drawing some circles here. And I'm going to start out a small circle there. Medium size. Larger. Small. Medium size. Larger. And you're going to do that for each of, and I see what I did is I turned my starfish like this. I turned the paper so it's easier for me to keep in control. Small one here. So we're just going to add some dimension to his arms. All right. And instead of just drawing one size, if you just make it different sizes, it adds a lot more character to your starfish. Okay. It's okay if you mess up. And I also like to use crayons better than markers because I just have a little more control over the crayons and you can mix the colors. Okay. And I'm going to also use this darker crayon right now to shade in his belt. Okay. And you'll notice right here on the crayon set, do you see his eyes? These are white right here with the black pupils. I don't like to make my eyes very dark with a dark color. Usually I like to keep it white or yellow or something light, but once again, experiment. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just lightly start to use this crayon and just kind of filling it in. Trying not to mix the color too much, but just filling it in. All right. I'm going in one direction. I'm not going around like this. And I'm holding the crayon kind of lightly. Gonna make this just a little bit darker so you can see it at home. All right, that looks like a cool starfish. Now we're going to add some sand right here. He might be at the bottom of the sea. So I'm taking some yellow. Filling this in. You don't have to be completely perfect. It's okay to have a little bit of white there. All right, just like that. And go in with another color. Maybe a pale, what color is this? This is a spring green, okay? So try to make it a little bit darker on one side. It just adds dimension. I put a little bit of gray in there. All right. Now I'm going to add some plants. Maybe some plants are living at the bottom of the sea there. So I'm just going to put some squiggly lines like that. Do a couple more squiggly lines going up. Just like that. All right, those will be my plants. And on the side of those lines, draw some very small little lines like this. So now you're adding dimension to that plant. It looks like that plant is alive. You can use different color greens if you want to. Just like that. All right, finish off these plants right here. Just some nice, quick, short strokes with your crayon. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just adds a little dimension there. Adds a little character and fun scenery here. Now I'll take a crayon, maybe I'll get a light blue and just kind of just kind of go horizontal with it and just kind of get in little places here just to take away that white color. It's kind of hard to see on the camera right now, but just take away that whiteness and add just a little bit of blue just to remind you it's like, hey, this is water going down here. All right. Okay. And then I'm going to take a peach color down here. All right, put that down here for the sand. When you mix colors with crayons, you can get some cool effects. And then you can take your thumb and you can smear those colors in together. So this is our easy cheesy super starfish. I hope you had a fun time drawing with us today. I bet your starfish is looking pretty cool. Hey, check out my other art videos on here, and like always, have a fun day. Bye-bye!